What's up, YouTube? This is MathWiz97, and welcome to higher quality videos. Yes, that is right. For the first time ever, MathWiz97, the YouTube channel, is bringing you a video in MP4 rendered format. Yes, this is a new format, and we're trying it out here before Payback, here in episode 29 of GM mode. And I gotta say, right off the bat, I think this looks so much smoother. Hopefully, though, at the time that I won, I was still kind of messing around with the formats. File size is a bit bigger than I would like. Hopefully, that doesn't cause my computer to lag or mess with the commentary audio or anything. Just a bit of a warning heading into the episode. Hopefully, it doesn't get anything too major. But if it does happen, audio skips and such, that's kind of standard fare. Not all the time. Occasionally, it will happen. As long as it doesn't get anything too severe, I think I can work with it. But anyway, this is episode 29 of GM Mode, coming to you for the October 4th edition of SmackDown here in, was it Baton Rouge, Louisiana? I don't think that was right. I don't remember. Honestly, I was too busy talking about other things to really see what the location was. That's my best guess. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention, but could be wrong, could be right. Whatever the case. Christian, the Cruiserweight Champion, making his way down to ringside, as he is, of course, defending that Cruiserweight Championship against Paul London. Originally, this match wasn't supposed to take place for the title until the pay-per-view, but as we saw last episode, we have people jumping ship. So I gotta take this morale seriously. We don't want people to just up and leave our show, especially somebody like Paul London, who I've been trying to build up since the beginning for this Cruiserweight title. I mean, this whole shot, I've just been building up to it. So having him quit on us around episode 30 before I can even give him the title would definitely be a lot of wasted time, a lot of wasted effort, so we're going to give him a shot tonight. We'll see if he can get the job done, and I guess we'll have the rematch at Payback if he does, in fact, win tonight. Although Christian, he's not looking to let that happen. He's looking to retain the title here tonight on SmackDown. And we are approaching the No Mercy pay-per-view, which, of course, will be episode 31 of GM Mode. It is fast approaching. We are nearly there. Although, with Payback coming out this weekend, I obviously have to dedicate time for commentaries to that. So, it's possible that No Mercy might be delayed just a slight bit. If I could, I might try to get it out the very week after Payback, but I'm not making any promises because, like I said, my commentary schedule is infrequent. It's just kind of whenever I get the chance. So if I don't get the chance to do another 45, 50-minute pay-per-view following what could be almost a nearly 2-hour show for Payback, I do apologize, but it's just I do suffer from a few limitations at this point in time, so I do apologize if No Mercy might be a bit delayed, just because of the simple fact, I mean, if like I said in a previous episode, if I could render out videos and commentate them as quickly as I could record them, I would definitely have more videos out more frequently, but that's not the case. You know, we don't live in a perfect world. So, I work with what I can, and I'm not trying to make this all pessimistic and like, oh, the world sucks and things. No, I'm just letting you know that, you know, before people start complaining, hey, where's GM Mode, where's No Mercy, where's this thing and this and that, and why did you quit YouTube, you were gone for a couple days, are you dead? Because somehow, after like a week or something, the are you dead rumors start circling on YouTube. That's I always found that kind of funny. It's just like you don't upload a video for a week and people think you're dead. Just kind of, I don't know why that's the case. Some people just, I guess, are impatient. Some people jump to conclusions. I really don't know. But the internet is a very weird place. So hopefully we can restore some bit of sanity in this episode here tonight. Of course, last episode was insane. I mean, we had Kurt Angle jumping ship over to Raw. That was unexpected. But hopefully tonight we can see... Wait a minute, Christian with a backslide here. Could put Paul London away right now if the referee would only count the pin. But it's a rope break anyway. So, good job, ref. Good job of being on time there. As Christian now with, look at those vicious knees to the skull of Paul London. And definitely in the early goings in this matchup, Christian has the upper hand. So he's really bringing the fight to Paul London and even disrespecting him with those slaps to the head, as only Christian can. I mean, obviously Christian, he's got hell of an ego. I mean, I don't even think his ego could fit in this arena. It is that big. He's that full of himself. But obviously, you know, he's got the talent to back it up. Otherwise, he would not be the Cruiserweight champion. As he delivered the clothesline in the corner, Paul London now with an elbow to the back of the head, side of the head, I should say, and now a back suplex as he takes Christian down. Paul London now dragging him to the center of the ring. Obviously, if you want to go for... Oh, face buster. Nice move there by London. And now a standing moonsault from the high-flying Paul London. As now, look at this. Christian managed to sidestep London's attempted offense, but London now with a strike of his own. Going to the top rope. Christian, he's having none of that. Very smart strategy. Christian, although he is a cruiserweight, Paul London, if it's a faster-paced matchup, Paul London's going to have the advantage. So Christian, he wants to try to slow things down. Don't let Paul London quicken the pace. Don't let him fly around that ring. But Paul London, I mean, if he can keep the quick pace going, and if he can keep blah, blah, blah. If he can keep the high-paced offense going, keep things, you know, high-flying. Oh, enziguri to the back of the head. But yes, Paul London, keep things fast-paced, keep things high-flying, high-speed antics, then definitely Paul London will be able to walk out of here with the Cruiserweight title. But so far, I mean, he's having a bit of trouble here against Christian, although it seems as though Paul London's getting back in this thing. Oh, what an exchange there between these two men. As Paul London now picks Christian up. Looked like he was trying to go to the top rope there, but unfortunately when you run that high-paced, non-stop action, that kind of style, you will definitely burn out some stamina. Paul London, he does... Oh, wait, look at this small package. Into the cover. 1, 2, and no. Just at the last second, Christian kicks out. But Paul London drops down to a knee. Look at Christian here. Kill switch engaged. And that should finish off Paul London. But Christian, he's taking some time to gloat here. Guess he thinks he's got London beat. While he goes for the cover, hooks the leg. 1, 2, and no! Paul London kicks out. Well, I mean, that's kind of what you get, Christian. If you had pinned him right away, you probably would have had the match won. I mean, that was his finisher, but he really took his time there going for that pin. Of course, Christian, he let his ego get the better of him on that occasion. But Paul London, he definitely has taken some damage, especially to the head. I mean, you can see he kind of stumbled there for a second, and that gave Christian the opening to go on the offensive. Paul London, nonetheless, continuing the attack. Climbs to the top rope here, but he changed his mind as Christian got back to his feet. Oh, but Christian dumped to the outside by Paul London. And now London goes to the outside here, as this is turning into more of a brawl than a match at this point. But Christian now going after the arm of Paul London, as both men are on the outside right now. Christian going for a backslide. I don't think it's really necessary to go for the pin, because obviously he can't pin Paul London outside the ring, but more to just kind of disorient London. London now with an elbow to the back of the head. As Christian, well, he went for the wheel kick, but London got back in the ring. Referee now up to an 8 count. Paul London, he's daring Christian to come back in the ring. Christian, well, it's a 9 count. Looks like Christian, he's just going to take the count out here. He's going to walk out, retain the title via the champion's advantage. Obviously, Paul London, he has to win by pinfall or submission. Christian, he knows that. And he was just kind of, you know, he didn't feel too comfortable getting back in the ring. Perhaps this was not his night. I mean, he did have the upper hand early on, but things were slowly shifting in Paul London's favor. Evidently, Christian, he figured, you know what, I'll try my luck another time. And he just took the count out, which, when you're the champion, you have that option. You know, fight. I mean, really, you fight on your terms. You pick the time, you pick the place, and if the match at hand just doesn't quite fit your standards, if you feel like, well, you're in danger, just take the count out, take the disqualification. You keep the title. That's evidently the strategy Christian employed here tonight. But now, as we can see, Edge and Batista staring each other down to kick off the main event match here for this episode. Christian, obviously he lost earlier tonight. Could the same be the case with Edge, or is he going to be able to defeat the Animal Batista? We did see Eddie Guerrero competed earlier on, and that was in a losing effort. He lost to Bret Hart. But now Batista, the other half of the tag team champions, taking on the former United States champion Edge, who of course lost the title to Shelton Benjamin in a triple threat matchup 2 episodes ago. And now Edge perhaps trying to go after the tag team titles. Be interesting to see who his tag team partner would be, as like I said in the last episode, Christian being the Cruiserweight champion really isn't the ideal situation to have two superstars team up, because then Christian will have to work double duty, and that will ultimately just shorten their manpower. So Edge, if he's going after the tag titles, he's going to have to find himself a different partner. I don't know, maybe we could see a bit of betrayal between the British Bulldog and Bret Hart. Maybe Edge is looking to team up with one of them. Or, I mean, really, there's anybody on the roster he could team up with. I mean, there's Chris Jericho we just brought over, perhaps Rey Mysterio, Big Show, because obviously Kane, he seems to be kind of hell-bent on taking out Shelton Benjamin at the moment, so Edge, he could perhaps team up with Big Show. Maybe Stone Cold Steve Austin. I mean, he's new to the roster, could definitely try to make an impact there. I mean, there's a lot of superstars who Edge could perhaps try to team up with, although it wouldn't be as easy as teaming up with his friend, his ally, Christian. But I still think Edge, I mean, he's the ultimate opportunist. When he sees an opportunity, he will take it. And he could have an idea in mind. He might have a tag team partner just kind of up his sleeve. He's still got an ace in the hole. But of course, I mean, if he wants to have any sort of relevance in the tag team division, he's going to have to defeat Batista here tonight. Picking up a victory over one half of the tag champs would definitely boost your ranking in the tag title picture. And now Edge with a submission hold here, looking to hyperextend the arms of Batista here, with just driving that boot right into the center of Batista's back here, trying to break Batista's arms with a move like this. But it is to no avail, Batista refusing to submit. However, that puts Batista in prime position, center of the ring, for a spear, a devastating spear by Edge right there. And that could finish off Batista. The Animal is in trouble. Edge drags him away from the ropes, avoiding the rope break, into the cover. But Batista kicks out before even a 1 count. Well, I mean, there's a reason why they call this man the Animal. He is just a beast. And it's going to take a lot more than just one measly spear 3 minutes into the matchup to finish off the Animal. And obviously, he's one half the tag team champions. He didn't just win that gold by sitting around on the couch eating potato chips. No, he was in the gym. He was working. He was training. He was in the ring. He was preparing. Oh, wait a minute. But Edge. Well, one spear wasn't going to do it. How about 2? And that could do it. That could definitely even his chances out here as he hits another spear. That one might have broken Batista in half. It's one thing to kick out of a single spear, but when you get hit with 2 finishers, it's a lot less likely he's going to kick out as he goes for the cover. And only a 1 count. What does Edge have to do to put Batista down for a 3 count? He just hit him with his finishing move twice, and at most, even a combined 1 count between both attempts. Edge, I mean, if I'm Edge, I would be pretty doubtful at this point. I mean, I've used my best move, and I've used it twice, and that wasn't enough to finish him off. So, I mean, what the hell does Edge have to do to put Batista down here? He's got to be in a lot of self-doubt at this point. And Batista, he's just kind of waiting for Edge to get back to his feet, waiting to pick his spot. Running Bulldog, taking down the Rated R superstar. But Edge with a low blow. And obviously, with the ref refusing to count low blows as a disqualification, Edge, he using that to his advantage. And obviously, if his finisher wasn't going to do it, well, let's start pulling out every cheap tactic in the book. I mean, hey, I guess that works. Is Edge going to try to win by count out here? Obviously, no title is on the line, so he can do that to about the same effect as any other matchup. As now he's got Batista rocketed into the barricade, but he gets back in the ring. He obviously does not... He would look more impressive winning by pinfall or submission, and Edge, that's probably what he's trying to do here. Ref was up to a 6 count, but Batista back in the ring, bouncing Edge's skull off the mat right there, and now just clubbing away at the face with furious strikes right there by the Animal Batista. Edge is in some trouble at the moment. Batista really bringing the fight to the Rated R Superstar. Although he's taken a lot of punishment to this point, Edge, I feel like if he can just hit another huge move, that could finish Batista off for good. Maybe even one more spear might be all it takes. But Batista, he's still fighting on. Obviously, though, he is feeling the effects from those spears. He's a bit slower, not as quick to the offensive as he was early on, but now he's got a sleeper hold of Pride. And with a move like this, you don't need to be quick. As referee now raising Edge's arm. That's 1. If Edge's hand drops 3 times, it's a submission. He's done for the match. This will be over. Oh, but Edge, not even a 2. Edge catching his arm, and he's breaking out now. Elbows to the gut of Batista as he's able to slip out of the sleeper hold. But Batista just nearly beheads Edge there with that clothesline. And while Batista, I mean, Batista at this point, he's, well, now you've done it, Edge. I mean, Edge, you could have taken the easy way out. You could have just gotten choked out, put to sleep. But now Batista, he's just looking to punish Edge, just brutalize him. Maybe passing out would have been the easier way. But Edge, no, he's managing to go back on the attack. Just punching Batista in the face now. But you can see Batista, his ribs definitely have taken damage from those spears. And now Edge, oh look at this, Edge kicks to the gut. And if the spear doesn't work, let's go for the second finisher. Execution DDT right there, folks. And that could finish Batista off. Edge goes for the cover. Referee counts 2, 3, that is it, folks. Edge picks up the win over Batista. And look at this. Raw, plus 50,000 fans. The traitor, Kurt Angle, in a last man standing match, gets match of the week. See, this is what I'm talking about. They're making a comeback, especially now that they brought over Kurt Angle in such a swift move. So it was a shocking move from Raw. Although not a bad move. It was definitely a good call on their part. Obviously, Kurt Angle not telling us about his problems. He just left. And, you know, obviously, instead of trying to get the issue fixed, he's just like, hey, I'll go to the other show. They'll pay me more. And we'll see how things go there. So as we can see, we had a 3-star show, which wasn't bad, but obviously Raw with their stipulations galore mentality, they're willing to just, you know, eat in all the ratings for people who just love seeing Battle Royals and Iron Mans, and hey, at least this week they had a last man standing, so I'll give them credit. They mixed it up a little bit. It wasn't an Iron Man, it was a last man standing, but had the Battle Royal there, so I can only give them so much credit. Gotta be fair, I can only give them so much credit when they're still using that same format to book their shows. Anywho, we have Carlito down to a week. Not gonna re-sign him because his popularity is in the toilet, which will happen when, you know, you job him to hell like I have. But somebody's gotta do it. Somebody has to put over everybody else. It's better to have one jobber with like 30 popularity than have 10 superstars with 60 or 70 popularity. So it's for the good of the show. Carlito, he served his role well, and he will be missed. Next year, though, I'm not going to do that to Carlito. It's going to be somebody else. Somebody else has to take their turn. Carlito, this just wasn't the year for him. As we can see, we still have the lead by a fair margin, but Raw is coming back, especially now that they have Kurt Angle. Unfortunately for us, but that is going to be it for this episode. We take one more look. He's happy now. He's not furious. Thanks, Kurt. But anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed. I want to thank you all for watching. And I'm debating here, do I sign The Rock? Do I sign Mankind? We'll figure that out in the next episode of SmackDown versus Raw 2006 GM mode. I hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned for next time, and keep on YouTubing.